Egeria, Peregrinatio, Episode 2. In eo ergo loco cum venitur, ut tamen commanuerant deductore sancti illi, qui nobiscum erant dicentes, consuetudo est, ut fiat hic ordratio ab his, qui veniunt, quando de eo loco primitus videtur mons Dei, sicut et nos fecimus, habebat autem de eo loco ad montem Dei forsitan, quatuor milia totum, per vale ille, quam dixi ingens. Egeria continues her description of her pilgrimage. Ergo, therefore, in eo loco, in that place, cum venitur, when we arrived there. Venitur is a third-person singular, and it's a passive, indicative verb. Sometimes in my experience, scholars are too quick to label such verbs as impersonal, when in fact there might be a clause or an infinitive to serve as its subject. This one, however, I believe truly is impersonal. That means it does not have a stated subject. It's akin to the idea in English of saying, it is raining. That verb has no obvious subject. Oftentimes, this verb is seen in the perfect tense, ventum est. There was a coming, there was an arrival. In awkward English, it's in the present tense here because Egeria is giving a description, a historical present in vivid narration. Therefore, when we came to that spot, notice cum plus indicative indicates time, and thus is almost always translated when or as. When we came to that spot, as, however, deductores sancti illi, those holy guides, deductor, a deductor from the verb duco, is a person who leads or guides someone. As, however, those holy guides commanuerunt, this from the verb commaneo, a second conjugation verb which means to give advice or to warn. As those holy guides admonished or warned us, those ones qui nobiscum erant, those ones who were present with us, nobiscum is cum nobis, of course, saying, consuetudo est, it is the practice. Consuetudo est, a nice synonym, is mos est, it is the practice. Often in classical authors, this will pattern with an infinitive. It is the practice that something happen. It can also take, with classical precedent, ut and a subjunctive. So here is the quote editor has indicated by these brackets. It is the practice that here there is a prayer, oratio, fiat oratio, that here there should be a prayer, ab his, from those qui veniunt, from those who come here. Quando de eo loco, since or when from that place, the mons Dei, the mountain of God, is first primitus seen. Primitus is an adverb, and this is a rather late adverb without much classical attestation, though it does occur in the poet Lucretius. So then, it is the practice that here a prayer is offered, fiat oratio, by those, ab his, who arrive, the pilgrims, when the mountain of God, mons Dei, i.e. Sinai, in that place is first seen, primitus videtur, just as also we did, sicut et nos fecimus, and that's just what we did, says Egeria. They stopped and they offered a prayer from the spot where the mountain of Sinai, or the mons Dei, was first observed. Et here, of course, is an abbreviated version of etiam, and so this is not so much a conjunction linking things together as it is an adverb. Autem, moreover, continuative, or now, habebat de eo loco, from that place, de eo loco, from that spot, to the mountain of God, perhaps, forsitan, adverb, the whole, totum habebat, was quatuor milia. The grammar here I find somewhat unusual and certainly not classical. The subject of habebat ought to be probably totum, the whole consisted of, the whole possessed, or comprised 4 miles, taking quatuor milia as an object. There probably are other explanations, but this is how it seems to me in this somewhat unusual syntax. In addition, we have this expression, per vale ille. This preposition per, in classical authors, patterns always and only with the accusative case, and vale ille is clearly ablative. This is the demonstrative adjective, and vale meaning a valley or a depression. However, Lewis and Short tell me that it can take the ablative by solecism, which means grammatical irregularity, just short of calling it an error. Through that whole valley, which I have said above, I have mentioned is large, in gains, massive. And here on our map is Mount Sinai. So this is the approximate location then of Egeria.